Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for November 12th, 2021. The first thing I'm going to talk about are a couple of pre-orders that I listed on the website. First thing is a Fela Kuti box set. This is a 5 LP box set. The name of this is the 5 LP box set. It's essentially 5 LPs curated by his son Fela Kuti, due to come out December 10th. Also, Elvis Costello has a new release coming out January 14th. There's two versions of it. There's an indie store exclusive, I think on purple or pinkish vinyl, and then a black vinyl version. Indie exclusives are exactly that. They're exclusives to indie record stores, independent brick and mortar mom and pop record stores. All right, let's take a look at this week's new arrivals. So you'll see that we're kind of getting a little bit on the slimmer side. This is always the case right before Record Store Day. Black Friday Record Store Day is upon us. Today I received my first shipment of stuff. So coming somewhat soon. I'm going to start showing you guys some videos of that, some unboxings and whatnot real soon. But yeah, before the couple of weeks before Black Friday Record Store Day, our regular Record Store Day, the releases kind of lighten up. All right, first I'm going to show you the Nirvana Nevermind 30th Anniversary Edition that I no longer have available for sale because it's sold out. I did a long video on this talking about how they shorted everybody on this. And then I did a subsequent unboxing video of this right before I filmed this video. In between filming that unboxing video and filming this video, I gave this a listen to, and I gotta say that I was not impressed. Sound-wise, it wasn't good. I'm gonna have to take it home and listen to it on my main system, but my initial reaction was it did not sound good. I didn't even want to listen to the second side. Something is wrong with it. I felt like it was kind of compressed, smushed together. There wasn't definition on the instruments like the Bernie Grundman cut. I will say, if you have the Bernie Grundman cut, the MFSL cut, or the original cut of this record, there is no need for this record to be in your collection. Unless you are a degenerate completist like myself and have to have every version of this album in your collection. If that is the case, you're going to want to get it. But I will say, if you're just looking for a good sounding version of this record, because this record is already technically quasi out of print, it came out of print before it even was released. Now you will find copies out there. There are mom and pop stores that are going to get it. Maybe they haven't sold out. There are other places that are probably not sold out. But for all intents and purposes, according to the label, this record is no longer in print. They've come out and said that it should have been solicited as a one-shot limited edition pressing. It was not, but that's essentially what it is. I will say this as well. I have this on extremely reliable authority that this is a digitally sourced record. Transferred from the original master tape, I'm sure at some point in time, but this particular record, the lacquers were cut. The vinyl itself was sourced from a digital file. Like I said, there was really no point at this time to not seek out the Bernie Grundman cut. It's been in press for 10 years. The ORG cut, the current pressing before this, and I think even the Walmart and Target exclusives are both cut by Bernie Grundman. Check out my video on the shootout I did of this record. You can kind of hear me go over it in great detail. But I figured I'd show it to you just because it is a new arrival this week. And I did report back that I would show you guys, or I would talk about kind of the sound quality on it though. But like I said, I was not impressed. Neither was anybody else that I had in the store, you know, any of the employees. Eagles, Live at the Forum, 1976. This is kind of them doing stuff from Hotel California. 3-sided 2-disc set, so side A, B, and C, and side D is going to be an etching, I believe. Should be pretty good if you're an Eagles fan. That's kind of the Eagles at their prime, right? New album by Rod Stewart, The Tears of Hercules. I saw Rod Stewart in Vegas the last time during maybe shortly after the last album came out. He did a couple tracks from it. The album was good. I liked it. You know, it's not like Face is good, but it was good. I've seen him a couple of times. Great performer. I've thoroughly enjoyed his output with various groups and solo stuff over the years. It is a little bit odd when you go to a concert and you can hear somebody do you think I'm sexy and ain't superstitious, like back to back. That was, you know, that kind of makes a strange set list. But yeah, Rod is great. I'm not sure about this new album, but here it is. It is on, yeah, just standard black vinyl, it looks like. All right, something that really needed to be in print, and that is War. Greatest Hits. They did a Record Store Day exclusive version of just the standard Greatest Hits. This is Greatest Hits 2.0, so a more expanded version of the Greatest Hits. None of their albums are in print, so right now if you want to buy a new War record, that is it. Elvis is back in Nashville. This is essentially a highlight reel from the 4LP set from the 71 sessions. Newly mixed audio. Actually a really good mix of songs. It's got My Way, an impromptu performance of Lady Madonna, Early Morning Rain, Help Me Make It Through the Night. Let's see, 3 different Christmas tracks. This should be quite good. You guys know I'm a huge Elvis fan, so I'm always a little slanted towards his releases. All right, The Grinch. I actually thought I was ordering, you know, the original Grinch soundtrack. That is not the case. This is a soundtrack to the 2018 film, The Grinch, that I know nothing about. I'll have to talk to my wife. She is the cartoon expert in the family. I'm sure she has seen this many, many times, especially because it has Danny Elfman on it, who is her absolute favorite. Also has the Supremes, Tyler the Creator, Run DMC. This is the Indie Store exclusive clear, red, and white swirl vinyl edition. All right, another 50th anniversary reissue by Fela Kuti. They've done a few of these so far. This is of London Scene. Absolutely fantastic record from the label We Release Jazz. Hiroshi Suzuki. This is Cat. This label has just been on a tear releasing killer records. I mean, unbelievable. They've got Ryo Fukui's Scenery, probably the best thing that they've done. But this is probably my second favorite record on this label. It is extremely good. I highly recommend it. This is, I believe, the second release of the Record Store Day Essential line. Essentially what this is Record Store Day titles spread out throughout the year. That's kind of their new thing. The first title was the peppermint version of Charlie Brown Christmas. Here we have Cage the Elephant, Tell Me I'm Pretty on custom clear with smoky swirl vinyl. Primus, Green Naugahyde, and of course it is on ghostly green colored vinyl. Cut at 45 RPM. I'm glad they did it at 45 RPM. I think more artists should do this, especially certain albums. You know, if it's 55 minutes, you could theoretically get it on 1 disc. It's going to sound much better at 2 discs. A lot of times they'll do like a side A, B, C, and then an etching. They should cut the whole thing at 45, and that's what they did here. I know it might confuse some of the new people getting into vinyl, but you're going to have to learn somehow. But 45 RPM, I think, on this type of release is the way to go. This is pretty cool. Blondie, Yuletide Throwdown featuring Fab Five Freddy. This is the, let's see, 81 Holiday Flexi Disc reissued on vinyl for the first time. Remastered from the original analog tapes. Love Blondie, one of my favorite artists. Courtney Barnett, Things Take Time. This is on pavement blue colored vinyl. Carbobina. Ew, let's see. Yeah, I have no clue what this is, other than it is Carbobina. David Ghanem and the Soul Savers. David Ghanem and the Soul Savers, A Story of Songs. Pretty heavy packaging, although it looks like it's only 1 disc. Anti-Flag from Music on Vinyl for Blooded Empire. This is not a limited edition version, not numbered. All right, this is a new version of Stevie Nicks live in concert, the 24 Karat Gold Tour. I want to say this is maybe a European release or maybe an indie store exclusive. What's actually interesting on this one is we've got the original barcode, then a supplemental barcode added to the shrink, and now we've got a 3rd barcode added to the shrink. So I'm not exactly sure what this version is, to be honest with you. I've had the standard US release in the past. I'm guessing maybe that's something else. I don't know why they've rebarcoded it twice. Zootopia picture disc. I don't believe this is new. I think this is just new to us. Chicano Batman, Cycles of Existential Rhyme. Actually, West Coast band. I really dig. They're quite good. Same thing. Frozen. I believe this is just new to us. Somehow got mixed in here. Pocahontas picture disc. New to us. I think what this is my wife, being such a huge fan of Disney films, I think she sneaks these into the store. Because I know when I go home periodically and I go into her stereo room, I find all these records that I've never seen before, and I think that's why. But that's just me speculating. Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. This is a new album called The Future. Indie Store exclusive. This is the Black Ice vinyl version. If you're not familiar with him, it's actually, listening to this, it's extremely similar musically to Amy Winehouse. You know, the pacing of the music, the guitar vibe, the twangy reverb-soaked nature of it has a very, very, very Amy Winehouse vibe. It's good. I like it. I've got two versions of this on the website. Most of these you can see with this metallic cover. They all came with like tiny little corner dings. So for a few bucks less, I put those on the website. I mean, it's all minor stuff. Covers like this are almost impossible to get in perfect shape. But rather sending you a record that even has a tiny ding, I'm discounting it and disclosing it to you guys ahead of time. But I've got both of them on there. You'll just see at the end of one of them it says minor corner ding. Bill and Ted's Face the Music. Man, I was disappointed when I saw this. It came like at the height of the pandemic. I was so excited. I love the first movie. It's fantastic. Most of it was filmed in Phoenix, Arizona. I've been to like all the movie spots that were filmed, you know, the Circle K, the mall was Metro Center here, the amusement park. It's either Bill or Ted's. One of their houses is real close to mine. I've checked that out. Huge fan of the movie. When it came out though, oof. That was a tough watch, but there's the soundtrack. Johnny Guitar Watson, A Real Mother for Ya. This is music on vinyl, limited edition of 750 copies on crystal clear vinyl. Fantastic album. Ennio Morricone, El Gato, A Nova Code, A Cat O' Nine Tails. Original soundtrack, extremely limited. According to the hype sticker, they're only doing 499 copies. The second greatest film composer of all time, and he would have clearly been the greatest film composer of all time had not been for John Williams doing Star Wars, in my opinion. They are doing a ton of Donna Summer reissues. Unfortunately, I don't know why they're doing everything but like her two best records, but we have Cats Without Claws. This is on neon pink vinyl. And I've got All Systems Go. This is on orange colored vinyl. Maybe they're saving the best for last. I don't know. You know, Bad Girls. I don't know. They did that for Record Store Day, though, I guess, right? David Crosby. Let's see here. If I could only remember my name, but, you know, let's see. Lovingly remastered from the original analog tapes for, you know, for what that's worth. 50th anniversary edition. Has kind of that textured cover almost. Maybe not. Nah, it looks printed. Tough to tell with the plastic on there. Yeah. Theo Crocker. Music on vinyl. Yep. Got a lot of requests for this. Brown Acid. This is a compilation series. This is volume 9. I got a bunch of those volumes in, though. I think I'm just showing you the one. Fantastic little comp. The Latin Soul of Fania, the singles. Fania, a great Latin label. Recently probably acquired, I believe, by Concord. Concord owns the rights to Prestige, Fantasy, Pablo, Riverside, Contemporary. Iconic label, and this is kind of a 2-disc comp of a bunch of stuff on their label. I'm sure it is quite good. The nearer the fountain, the more pure the stream flows. Damien Albarn. Okay. That's quite a mouthful as far as the name of the record goes. New album by Idols. This is Crawler. Pretty cool cover. Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, Bloodlust. I believe this is an indie store exclusive as well. It's got a unique barcode sticker on the back. Porcupine Tree, Signify. We've got the artist formerly known as the Dixie Chicks. Oh no, excuse me, it's the Chicks. First time on vinyl, the Essential Chicks. 2-disc set. I'm guessing this is a greatest hits, although I've never listened to the Dixie Chicks. I don't know if any of these would be considered hits. Maybe, I don't know. Not my music. Personally, not what I listen to, but this series typically follows the greatest hits theme. I think this is actually the first album that's LP-wise that's ever featured just the Chicks. Their last album, what was it, Gaslight? I think the CD came out and said the Chicks, but the vinyl actually still said the Dixie Chicks. I don't think that was corrected in time before they did their name change. All right, Massacre, Resurgence. Or Massacre, Resurgence. Let's see, indie exclusive, limited to 700 on Cayenne, Mustard, Swirl, and Black Vinyl. Kylie Minogue? Minogue. Kylie Minogue. I mean, this looks cool. I'm going to listen to this. Some records, I look at them and I'm like, man, what is this? It is Disco. Guest List Edition. 3-disc set. Real nice, like, slip cover case there. Looks cool. I have no clue what kind of music this is, but I'll actually give this a listen to tomorrow in the store. Might be good. Look at that. Maybe dance music. It's got Gloria Gaynor doing a track with her. And Dua Lipa. Studio 2054 remix. Carrie Underwood. Greatest Hits, Decade #1. Joe Louis Walker. And I see now here's another record that I've not heard before, but man, that cover makes me want to listen to that as well. Don't you want to know what that guitar sounds like on that album? This is on red vinyl. Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. The Sunlight Mound. This is a limited edition 180 gram blue-yellow merge with pink splattered vinyl. Joni Mitchell, live at Carnegie Hall, 1969. This is limited edition of 15,000, but it is actually mastered and cut by Bernie Grundman. Includes an essay by Graham Nash. I mean, real solid presentation. What is this, 3 discs? Thick, heavy, 3-disc set. Kind of has a big, thick gatefold. Looks like there's a book maybe in the middle. Tough to tell. Holly Humberstone. The Walls Are Way Too Thin. Actually, I'm pretty sure I showed this already. The Violent Femmes. Why Do Birds Sing? The Black Keys. I showed the standard vinyl reissue of this. This is the 10th anniversary remix Super Deluxe box. So, disc #1 is the album. Disc #2 and 3 are live in Portland. Disc 4 is BBC Session, and Disc 5 is Electro Vox Session. Actually, they are numbered. They didn't make a few of these. They made more than a few. This is 19,797. Of course, 19,797 in 2021, where everybody is buying vinyl, is actually not a lot. So yeah, there you have it, guys. All this stuff is available online at our website at www.theingroove.com. Until next time.